Assalamu alaikum class. My name is Rifat Abbas. I welcome you to the lecture number 2 of decision making in non-profit sector in Pakistan. Firstly, we need to have a preview what we studied in the last lecture. We have studied about the basic concepts with respect to system, change, and we have discussed about the whole profile of the old course outline of this whole subject. Today, we are going to study about the NPO history. Non-profit organizations history के बारे में, तारीख के बारे में आज जानेंगे. Voluntary and philanthropic initiatives and practices date back in the history in the region now called Pakistan before recorded history and are mentioned in regional folklore. अगर आप तारीख की औराक पलटें तो आपको ये अंदाज़ा लग जाएगा, ये पता लग जाएगा आपको कि non-profit organizations का हमारे कल्चर से, हमारी तारीख से, हमारी लोकल विरसे से बहुत बड़ा ताल्लुक है. यहाँ तक कि नहीं, इंडो पाक सब कॉन्टिनेंट में 711 ईस्वी से पहले भी non-government, non-profit work, initiatives, activities were undertaken. In the recent times, these activities were manifested through the creation of trust to supplement the state provisions in the field of education, health, social welfare and culture activities. स्टेट की एक प्रोविजन है कि वो उनकी फील्ड्स हैं, एजुकेशन है, हेल्थ है, सोशल कल्चर है, कल्चर एक्टिविटीज हैं. ये सारी की सारी स्टेट इसमें काम करती है और ये वॉलंटरी एक्टिविटीज जो हैं ये मैनिफेस्टेड हैं क्योंकि एक ट्रस्ट डेवलप करने में कि स्टेट की जो ये एक्टिविटीज हैं उसमें हेल्पफुल हो सकें. एजुकेशन, हेल्थ, सोशल वेलफेयर, कल्चर एक्टिविटीज ये वो सेक्टर्स हैं जिसमें स्टेट काम करती है. Following independence in 1947, non-profit organizations gained momentum. Government was unable to support a large influx of refugees who came from India towards Pakistan, and at that point of time, emergency relief was the first, which was the requirement of the refugees. So, non-profit organizations at that point of time stepped in. Most recently, as a result of erosion of the good governance practices and lack of capabilities and capacities of one of our government, multinational organizations, international donors, bilateral, multilateral organizations, private philanthropists, they have decided to direct fund the NGOs. और उन्होंने सबने डिसाइड किया है कि वो डायरेक्टली फंडिंग करेंगे NGOs को अकॉर्डिंग टू द सोशल पॉलिसी डेवलपमेंट सेंटर in 1998. Government of Pakistan itself is committed to play a substantial part of social action program SAP and the programs under poverty reduction strategy through non-government organizations. Thus, rapid growth is witnessed in non-profit organizations involved in social service delivery. Without the effort, without the assistance of government, non-profit organizations couldn't work. So, they want to deliver a substantial part. They want to develop a society. Now, in order to develop society, they must be having liaison with non-government organizations. Non-government organizations play their part with government, and then they enhance the capacity of the society. Then they enhance the community. They do community development, and thus we have witnessed that there is quite a big expansion in non-profit organizations which are involved in social service delivery. But today's lecture is more related towards the history. तारीख के आईने में, तारीख के पसे मंजर में हम लोग बात करेंगे और आपको ये बताया जाएगा कि हिस्ट्री में नॉन प्रॉफिट ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस कहाँ पे हैं और आजकल उनका क्या, व्हाट इज द गैप. इन एडिशन टू द इंडिविजुअल वॉलंटरी एक्टिविटीज जो कि एक इंडिविजुअल लेवल पे हर इंसान कोशिश करता है करे, there have been significant increased in organized efforts, especially in Pakistan, especially in non-profit sector. Most NGOs and community-based organizations are supported by community donors, local and international donors, गवर्नमेंट फंड्स, जाहिर बात है पैसा कहीं से आएगा तो कम्युनिटी पे लगेगा. तो there are donors who are local and international nature. Community donors are there and government funds are there to develop the society. So voluntary activity से ज़्यादा importance एक organized community based NGO scheme. In recent years, non-profit organizations have become increasingly involved in community based initiatives for social and economic development in order to improve the quality of life and in order to help alleviate poverty. Poverty is the menace to the society. If you see Pakistan, then there is a vicious circle of poverty. Economics call them vicious circle of poverty. Now, जैसे last time बात हुई थी, we need to help people we need to help people just to catch fish. We need to teach them how to catch fish. But हम लोग उनके हाथों को इस तरह से हमने इस तरह बनाना है. So quality of life बेहतर होनी चाहिए. Help alleviate poverty. It's very important issue of poverty in Pakistan. So in recent years, non-profit organizations have become increasingly involved in alleviation of poverty, in improvement of quality of life, in providing good services, good capacity building measures, and some community-based organizations have helped them. So they are involved in community-based initiatives. They are involved in community-based activities. In Pakistan, just because of the religious aspect, the spirit of voluntarism and philanthropy in the people of Pakistan, it stems from the religious impulses. If you talk about zakat is stemming from the religious impulses. Pakistan में जो religion है Islam, उसकी impulses जो हैं वो, if you talk about them, then it is more related to the religious concepts. We will talk about it. It's not about only Islam. If you talk about Christianity, Hinduism, we will discuss it in coming slides that every religion provide the basic human rights services with the help of the institution, with the help of the people, under their religion and under their respective religions, and वो अपने religion के अंदर they help the poor, they help the needy, they develop the society. The system of zakat and other mechanisms outlined in Islamic teachings to help the poor by devoting resources to them. zakat का जो system है वो गरीबों की help के लिए, इमदाद के लिए, और ये भी एक तरीकाकार है इंडिविजुअल लेवल पे कि रिलीजन के अंदर क्या कंसेप्ट है नॉन प्रॉफिट हेल्प का, नॉन प्रॉफिट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन सॉर्ट ऑफ. इन द ईयर 2000, Aga Khan Development Network recorded that people of Pakistan contributed 41 billion rupees, 1.5% of gross domestic product in 1998, and volunteered 1.6 billion hours of time to philanthropic activities in 1998. Aga Khan Development Network have recorded that. और ये पूरे वर्ल्ड में 1.6 बिलियन आवर्स ऑफ टाइम जो है इन लोगों का देना टुवर्ड्स फिलैंथ्रोपिक एक्टिविटीज, इनिशिएटिव्स एंड एक्टिविटीज, इट्स अ बिग लैंडमार्क. एंड people of Pakistan have the tendency to help people. History of philanthropy and voluntary activities goes back to the early recorded history with the geographical boundaries now called Pakistan. Religion has been the foremost driving force. Religion जो है वो एक driving force है, एक catalyst का काम कर रहा है behind this phenomena of what? Phenomena of initiating philanthropic activities. इंसानी हमदर्दी के लिए काम करना, इंसानी values के लिए काम करना, लोगों के अंदर awareness देना, लोगों के अंदर culture को develop करना, voluntary donations इकट्ठा करना. पाकिस्तानी environment में, पाकिस्तान के अंदर इस वक्त चूंकि religion is the most driving force, एक वो reason है. Then it has got history. अगर आप तारीख के औराक पलटें, अगर if you turn the pages of history, you will find that in this continent, helping poor is which is observed, which is witnessed. Hinduism, Buddhist, Islam, Christianity, and Sikhism has provided strong basis and spiritual motivation to cater the needs of poor, sick, and underprivileged in the society. So it is not only confined to Islam. If you talk about other religions, Hinduism, Buddhist, Islam, Christianity, and Sikhism, they all provide the values, they all provide the principles, they all provide the guidelines that to help poor, to help needy, to help sick, and to help those people who are living underprivileged in the society. If you go further, social culture practices जैसे joint family system है आपका community living है, it has been also conducive to philanthropic activities. Joint family system में बाप जो है वो चाचा की हेल्प कर रहे हैं, अंकल की हेल्प कर रहे हैं, हर एक दूसरे से लिंक्ड है, और एक ही जगह पे अगर फैमिली मुअय्यन है वहां पे मौजूद है, तो ये एक प्रैक्टिस जो है सोशल कल्चर भी हेल्प कर रही है फिलैंथ्रोपिक एक्टिविटीज को, कम्युनिटी लिविंग भी हेल्प कर रही है फिलैंथ्रोपिक एक्टिविटीज को. There are some early examples of philanthropic organizations, predominantly religiously institutions such as stupas. Buddhist worship place was the first जी वहाँ से philanthropic activities initiate हुई. Temples are the place जहाँ से philanthropic activities initiate हुई. Monasteries, Christian monasteries जो है वहाँ से भी philanthropic activities initiate हुई. Ashrams, again Hinduism heritage, वहाँ से भी we have witnessed that, we have seen, we have it is recorded in the history that ashram was also the places जहाँ पे people, needy people की help की. Khankas, Sufis monasteries, Sufism जहाँ पे prevail करती रही, वहाँ पे भी खानकाज में भी philanthropic activities को support किया गया. और गुरुद्वारास के अंदर भी जो सिख्स की worship place है वहाँ भी आपने देखा stupas, temples, monasteries, ashram, khankas and gurudwaras. They all are the places जहाँ पे philanthropic activities से को initiate किया गया. So there are various examples, but the idea is that religion was the first and foremost driving force behind the help to help for needy, behind community-based mobilization, behind philanthropic initiative and activities. In 1711 AD, Muslims established their rule in the region, which is Indo-Pak subcontinent, and institutions such as madrasas, mosques, began their role to play in community development and social welfare activities. Madrasas are the Islamic religious schools. वहाँ पे भी गरीब की इमदाद के लिए चंदा जमा होना शुरू हो गया, और ये 711 ईस्वी से लेके अब तक madrasas, mosques are the places जहाँ से philanthropic initiatives, and they played a significant role in community development and social welfare activities. So they are the institutions after 711 AD. If you talk about the history, then there are stupas, then there are khankas, then there are gurudwaras, जहाँ पे Christian monasteries, जहाँ पे NPO यानी कि help for poor, यानी कि privilege initiatives or philanthropic initiatives and activities were considered and they were taken. These measures were taken. In the 15th century, large number of Christian minorities and missionaries, they came to the subcontinent. These Christian minorities and missionaries introduced Western education system and provided healthcare facilities to the people. If you talk about history, then Christians की ये जो अभी earthquake आया 2005, we have witnessed that almost more than 70,000 people were killed and more than the same number were displaced, and the earthquake was a disaster towards the nation. Christian people, NATO forces, Turkish doctors, without any sort of a discrimination, without any sort of a difference between any religious aspect, they came and they helped. Cuban doctors, they came and they helped. When I was working on a report, which I am going to share with you in coming lectures, Perceptions of Humanitarian Agenda 2015, I went to Azad Jammu Kashmir and I found out that there was a case of one Cuban doctor जिसने एक injured बच्ची को उठाया और मुजफ्फराबाद की एक पहाड़ी को क्रॉस करके दूसरी पहाड़ी को क्रॉस करके वहाँ पे वो हेल्प के लिए जा रही है और उसने हेल्प की. So this doesn't mean that philanthropic activities are only confined to one religion. It is confined. It has got boundaries towards other religions. And if you talk about Western culture, they also encourage. They also motivate those people who are working in philanthropic activities. Same is the case with example of Save the Children. Save the Children UK जनरेट देयर फंड्स बाय देयर ओन शॉप्स, जहां पे लोग आके अपने कपड़े चीजें दे जाते हैं और वो चीजों को बेच के यहां पे फंडिंग आती है पाकिस्तान में यूके से और फिर डिफरेंट और कंट्रीज में भी जाती है यूके से. तो क्रिश्चियन पीपल आर ऑल्सो वेरी सपोर्टिव एंड दे व्हेन दे केम in 15th century they helped to improve the education in the society. They came up with the Western concepts to provide education. Then there was a time which was colonial period till 1947. Colonial period was categorized by the institutionalization of philanthropic and voluntary activities in the South Asia. Activities were based on service delivery. Pre-colonial time, the philanthropic and voluntary sector was categorized mostly by initiatives of individual philanthropists. जो पहला time था उसमें individual philanthropists जो थे, they came up, and Raja Ramohan Roy is one example who initiated an association which was named as Brahmo Sabha in 1830. The first association of its kind worked on social reform. According to non-government organization Resource Center Karachi 1999, they gave the history information, and they have provided about the Raja Ramohan Roy, who was from Brahmo Sabha. He initiated Brahmo Sabha Association in 1830, and it was for only social service delivery. So this was a time when institutionalization of non-profit activities or philanthropic activities were initiated, and British ruled initiated institutionalization of voluntary organization, and it was a time when why Britishers were involved. Why they were keen. First of all, they were very much interested कि ये जो activities initiate हुई हैं, ये organized bodies जो बन रही हैं, ये किसी और activities में ना पड़ें. और secondly, they were keen to encourage philanthropists, so that to help the benefit, to help society. Various laws in the history were introduced by the Britishers. Societies Registration Act in 1860, Religious Endowment Act in 1863, Trust Act in 1882. Because of the fact that in Asia, this region was considered as the one top region of philanthropic activities, and the nature of this region was more of philanthropic nature, and that's why they came up with the laws of like Societies Registration Act, Religious Endowment Act, to recognize the services, to highlight the services, and Trust Act, and to highlight them under one platform. Now there are three platforms which they initiated. One is Societies Registration Act, then is Religious Endowment Act, then there is a Trust Act. Societies Registration Act was formed in 1860, Religious Endowment Act was made in 1863, and Trust Act in 1882, because of the nature of philanthropic sort of a nature in this region in South Asia. Organization, they started emerged at that point of time, and Anjuman-e-Himayat-e-Islam, National Muhammadian Association, Dayal Singh Trust, which made so many hospitals, were formed to provide education to masses on modern secular lines. Nadir Shah Idilji Dinshawaji established the NED Engineering College through Parsi funding, which is known as NED, University of Engineering and Technology, Karachi mein badi mashhoor university. It has got history, and the founder take the funding at that point of time from Parsi, and they levy it in education. Some medical hospitals and colleges were established by Gangaram Trust. So again, you have witnessed that कि कहाँ पे हम लोग थे in history before 7/11. There were various religions, and there are still various religions who help the poor. And then there was a time in 7/11, the initiation of madrasas and mosques, and then it shifted to the 15th century when Christian minorities and missionaries, they came up to help improve the education in the society. And then there was a time that was a colonial period, and it was more of institutionalization, and various organizations like Anjuman-e-Himayat-e-Islam, Muhammadin Association, Gangaram Trust, they came up and they work for the society. Then there is another example which is by Nadir Shah, Idilji, Din Shawaji established the NED Engineering College through Parsi funding. And now it is known as NED University of Engineering and Technology. So medical hospitals and colleges were also established by Gangaram Trust. In 1956, National Council for Social Welfare has been formed to finance fund non-profit organizations. In 1961, Voluntary Social Welfare Agencies Registration and Control Ordinance was passed. आप देखें 1956 में National Council for Social Welfare has been formed to finance and fund non-profit organizations. In 1961, Voluntary Social Welfare Agencies Registration and Control Ordinance was passed. 1970, democratic years, 1970 witnessed conflicting development regarding the scope and prospects of non-profit sector in Pakistan. So this was a time when new government initiated because of the three martial laws in Pakistan. There were three martial laws in various periods, and they all government after them, they started the work of philanthropic activities combinedly. According to NGO Resource Center in 1999, trade unions emerged in 1970. Many other advocacy organizations also appeared on the scene. अब तक बात हुई 1970 की दिहाई की, जिसमें हम लोगों ने ये ऑब्जर्व किया कि एनपीओ के अंदर ट्रेड यूनियंस इमर्ज हुई, और बहुत सी एडवोकेसी ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस भी also they appeared on the scene. Then in 1980s and 90s, Aga Khan Rural Support Program, they work on the rural development in northern areas of Pakistan. They initiated their project. Or Orangi pilot project, which is water and sanitation facility in the urban slums of Karachi. It was also, we have witnessed that in 1980s and 90s, Orangi pilot project was also introduced because of the fact that KG Pani is the biggest issue in the Karachi, in the urban slums of Karachi. So they have started a project to provide water and sanitation facilities in the urban slums of Karachi. ED Trust in 1951, biggest ambulance system are non-profit ambulances. ED, Abdul Sattar ED Foundation emerged as a legendary social welfare organization. Healthcare, झूला, आप किसी भी ईदी सेंटर पे चले जाएं, वहाँ पे एक झूला लगा हुआ है, जो भी बिन औलाद बच्चे होते हैं जिनके माँ बाप का नहीं पता होता, तो उनको उस झूले के अंदर डाल दिया जाता है. तो फिर ईदी वाले खुद से उसकी कफालत करते हैं, खुद से उसकी एजुकेशन पे काम करते हैं बच्चे की, और ये बहुत बड़ा इनिशिएटिव है. ईदी फैमिली, ईदी की डॉक्टर ईदी साहब की सारी फैमिली इसमें इन्वॉल्व. जो लोग होमलेस होते हैं उनको हेल्प दी जाती है ईदी की तरफ से. ग्रेव यार्ड की सर्विसेज हैं, कोई लावारिस लाश है, आई हैव माई सेल्फ वर्कड विद ईदी एंड इन द इस्लामाबाद ग्रेव यार्ड, जहाँ पे एक लावारिस डेड बॉडी आई और उसको हम लोगों ने दफन किया. एक और इम्पॉर्टेंट चीज़ ये कि ईदी के जो ड्राइवर्स हैं वो मोस्टली हाफिज़ कुरान हैं, और वो जिस वक्त लावारिस लाश को दफन कर रहे होते हैं, ग्रेवयार्ड सर्विसेज दे रहे होते हैं, तो उस दौरान वो खुद दुआ करते हैं, which is again very big change. Prisoner aid and refugee services जो हैं उनके अंदर भी ईदी is always there. So following the model of AKRSP, Aga Khan Rural Support Program, government established Rural Support Program and provided endowment fund to these programs through small networks and community-based organizations. After watching the model of Aga Khan Rural Support Program, government decided to work on other programs on the rural development, and government initiated small networks, small community-based organizations. After the Afghanistan war, many NGOs set up headquarters in Pakistan according to NGO Resource Center in 1999, जिसमें Human Rights Commission of Pakistan, Women Action Forum, Pakistan Institute of Labour, Education and Research. They came. In 1990, Social Action Program was initiated. Establishment of trust for voluntary organizations were initiated, and Poverty Alleviation Fund was also initiated to help poor. Majorly, NPO activities and objectives are diversified. Social welfare is one agenda of non-profit organization. Rehabilitation, कोई disaster hit हो गया, relief दिया आपने, relief देने के बाद now you are working on the rehabilitation side. Again, non-profit organization activities are initiated to work on rehabilitation. Social service provisions, social development. So these are the activities of majorly of NPO. Non-profit activities, objectives are especially governed by non-profit organizations in Pakistan. If we go back to the history again, अब आपने देखा कि इन पाकिस्तान 2005 में भी 99 तक की कहानी मैंने आपको सुनाई कि किस तरीके से नॉन प्रॉफिट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन इमर्ज इन इंडो पाक सब कॉन्टिनेंट. इट हैज गॉट हिस्ट्री. It is not only confined with the teachings of Islam. Every religion, Sikhism, Buddhism, Hinduism, Christianity, in the Islam, especially Islam, they are all working. They are all working for providing social development, for providing education, for helping poor, for helping needy in our society. And then it's the story of the past. If you go to the roots of the history, you will find that education, health, social welfare, cultural awareness, it was given by the religious schools. And from the history 1947 से देख लीजिए, इतना बड़ा influx, large influx of refugees और उनका पाकिस्तान में आना और उनको emergency relief देना, it was not an easy job. So non-profit organization, they gained momentum at that point of time. And then we have talked about the religious school who have predominantly philanthropic initiatives and activities. They have started stupas, Buddhist worship place. It was the place जहाँ पे Buddhist worship करते हैं और वहाँ पे भी they were very keen to help poor. Temples, monasteries, ashram, Hinduism heritage के अंदर ashram की terminology, ये खानकास, Sufi monasteries and gurdwaras. इनके बारे में मैंने आपको बताया कि ये वो प्लेसेस हैं, ये वो प्लेटफॉर्म्स हैं जहां से सोशल वेलफेयर एक्टिविटीज इनिशिएट हुई. और 711 ईस्वी की बात हुई कि मुस्लिम्स दे एस्टैब्लिश देयर रूल इन द रीजन. Institutions such as madrasas, mosques, they begin their role to play in community development and social welfare activities. 15वीं century में we have witnessed large number of Christian missionaries and minorities. They came to the subcontinent, and these missionaries and minorities, they helped the poor to attain education, to achieve, to improve the quality of education, and on the basis of Western secular lines and healthcare facilities भी लोगों को फराहम की गई. आगा खान रूरल development network जो है, आगा खान development network जो है, they have recorded AKDN, they have recorded and estimated that people of Pakistan, they volunteered 1.6 billion hours of their time just for the social welfare activities. In 1999, once you talk about 2005 when the earthquake hit Pakistan, and once you talk about the last previous years when the flood hit Pakistan, and this year even though, these hours are multiplied by the double. Now, it is almost 41 billion rupees, 1.5% of the current GDP was given to the philanthropic activities. So, history of philanthropy and voluntary initiatives, especially in Pakistan, they are manifested, they are recorded in the culture folklore. Religion is considered, was considered, and will be considered as the foremost driving force behind the philanthropic initiatives and activities. And again, social culture practices. हम लोगों की society के अंदर joint family system and community living are the only have been conducive of philanthropic activities. Then there is a time of colonial period to 1947. Colonial period was characterized by the institutionalization of philanthropic and voluntary activities. Activities were based on service delivery. Brahmo Sabha, Raja Roman Sabha in 1830 इनकी बात की गई. The first association of its kind, it worked on the social reform, social welfare development. British rule initiated institutionalization of voluntary organizations at that point of time, and various organizations were introduced. Like I have told you, Anjuman Himayat-e-Islam, Mohammedan Association, why they were over there, why they were so keen to develop the society. Because first, society shouldn't be moving towards other lines, and secondly, that philanthropic initiatives should be taken. And at that point of time, it was encouraged that philanthropic initiatives were taken. And then it was a time that in 1860, Societies Registration Act, in 1863, Religious Endowment Act, and in 1882, Trust Act was developed in recognition of the philanthropic initiatives and nature in South Asia. Organizations which were emerged, I am again taking the name, Anjuman Himayat-e-Islam, National Muhammadan Association, and Dayal Singh Trust. They were formed to provide education to masses on the Western secular lines, modern secular lines again. And जिस पे तारीख की अगर पस मंजर में जाया जाए तो बहुत से क्रिटिसिज्म भी हुए. Nadir Shah, Atalji Dinashwaji, established the NED College and for engineering, and it was funded by Parsi. And now it is NED, University of Engineering and Technology. Some medical hospitals and colleges were established again by Ganga Ram Trust. In 1956, National Council for Social Welfare has been formed to fund non-profit organizations. Then we have discussed in 1961, Voluntary Social Welfare Agencies Registration and Control Ordinance was passed. So, Voluntary Social Welfare Agencies Registration and Control Ordinance was passed to provide another platform towards the voluntary initiatives and philanthropic activities. In 1970, democratic years witnessed conflicting development regarding the scope because of the fact that 3 martial laws they were installed over here in this country, and according to NGO Resource Center in 1999, trade unions were emerged too in 1970. Many other advocacy organizations also appeared on the scene. In 1918 and 90s, again I am telling you that AKRSP, Aga Khan Rural Support Program, was initiated on the rural development of northern areas of Pakistan. Orangi pilot project to provide water and sanitation facility in urban slums of Karachi. At that point of time, it was initiated. ED Trust, which was established in 1951, it is the biggest ambulance system, non-profit ambulance system. More than 270 ambulances they have, and they are working on various areas, and quick service is again ED is famous for, ED Trust is famous for. ED Foundation emerged as a legendary social welfare organization. बूढ़ों की इमदाद, गरीब बच्चों की इमदाद, जो लोग जिन बच्चों के माँ बाप नहीं हैं, उन लावारिस बच्चों की, बड़ों की, बुजुर्गों की इमदाद. Or without having any sort of a profit, ED is working voluntarily on those activities along with his family members, along with a big team altogether. So ED Trust, ED Foundation have got its own other portfolios like healthcare, destitute homes service, graveyard service, prisoners aid and refugee service. Following the model of AKRSP, Aga Khan Rural Support Program की बात होगी, जी नदरन एरियाज में काम करते हैं और नदरन एरियाज की डेवलपमेंट में काम करते हैं. So government also established some rural networks and community-based initiatives after the Afghan War, which happened in 1890s, 80s and 90s, and at the end of 90, when it was stopped, large influx of Afghan refugees were also in Pakistan. So to provide them emergency relief, there were many NGOs who had established their headquarters in Pakistan at that point of time in 1989 and 1990. And major of them were Human Rights Commission of Pakistan, Women Action Forum, Pakistan Institute of Labour, Education and Research. And in 1990, government have also decided to fund the voluntary activities. In 2002, large influx of Afghan refugees which came over here in Pakistan were repatriated again towards Afghanistan in 2002, and 19 lakh Afghan refugees were repatriated at that point of time. Social action programs were initiated, establishment of Trust for Voluntary Organization, Poverty Alleviation Fund established. Now about NPO. NPO activities, objectives are diversified. It is not only to one specific individual, one specific service, it is one specific community. NPO works for all society. NPO activities, objectives are diversified in nature. Why? Because social welfare is one agenda on which NPO works. Then rehabilitation is another agenda on which NPO works. Then there is relief, then there is reconstruction. There are other activities too, other portfolios too, जिसमें NPO they work. Then social service provision is there, social development is there. So NPO activities and major objectives are diversified and they are written in front of you. Voluntary और philanthropic initiatives जिस तरह हम लोगों ने देखा और activities जो कि हिस्ट्री में रिकॉर्ड हुई इन द रीजन स्पेशली इन पाकिस्तान में, वो हमारी, अगर आप कल्चर के औराक पलटें, तारीख के औराक पलटें, तो आपको पता लग जाएगा कि वो हमारी तारीख का साथ जाते हैं, वो हमारी तारीख का हिस्सा है। रिसेंट टाइम्स में ये भी देखा गया कि ये सारी की सारी एक्टिविटीज मैनिफेस्टेड हैं थ्रू द क्रिएशन ऑफ ट्रस्ट बिटवीन गवर्नमेंट एंड NGOs इन द फील्ड ऑफ एजुकेशन, हेल्थ, सोशल वेलफेयर एंड कल्चर एक्टिविटीज। और इंडिपेंडेंस के बाद इन 1947 आपने देखा कि बहुत सा लार्ज इन्फ्लक्स ऑफ रेफ्यूजीज जिसको गवर्नमेंट इमरजेंसी रिलीफ नहीं फराहम कर सकती थी, तो NGO यानी कि नॉन प्रॉफिट सेक्टर ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस और NGOs दे स्टेप्ड इन, दे प्रोवाइड द सोशल वेलफेयर एक्टिविटीज, दे प्रोवाइड फंडिंग फॉर इट। और एक वक्त ऐसा आ गया कि NGOs have reported that there's a large decline in funding of human capital development. Most recently, as a result of erosion of good governance practices and capacities of the government, so multilateral international donors, they have decided that to directly fund the non-government sector according to the Social Policy Development Center in 1998. फिर हमने देखा कि government itself is very much committed to deliver a substantial part of social action program and other programs like poverty reduction strategies, पढ़ा लिखा पंजाब, आपने देखा कि there was a scheme, और ये वो थी कि जी इसमें एजुकेशन को इन्हांस किया जाए, कल्चर के बारे में अवेयरनेस दी जाए, पोलियो कैंपेन स्टार्ट की जाए। और लेट्स गिव यू एन एग्जांपल इन कंक्लूजन दैट देयर इज, इफ यू टॉक अबाउट स्टिग्मेटाइजेशन एंड डिस्क्रिमिनेशन ऑफ HIV एड्स पेशेंट्स, एक HIV एड्स पेशेंट है और उस स्टिग्मेटाइज और डिस्क्रिमिनेट किया जाता है और वो बड़ी मुश्किल से जाके अपना जरिया माश कमाता है, अपनी खुराक के लिए करता है, अपनी मेडिसिन के लिए करता है, मेडिसिन लेने जाता है वहाँ पे भी इसको डिस्क्रिमिनेट किया जाता है, अपनी कम्युनिटी में जहाँ पे वो रह रहा है वहाँ पे भी डिस्क्रिमिनेट किया जाता है, विच इज़ अगेन एन एंथ्रोपोलॉजिकल इशू। तो ये सारे अनासर जो हैं, ये मसले मसाइल जितने भी हैं सोसाइटी से रिलेटेड जितने भी हैं, जैसे मैंने अब एड्स के पेशेंट्स का तस्करा किया, इस तरह के रेप विक्टिम्स हैं, एडवोकेसी का इशू है, एसिड बर्न केसेस हैं, ऑनर किलिंग्स हैं, ये सारे के सारे इस पे गवर्नमेंट नजर रख के बैठी हुई और इस पे काम कर रही, और डिफरेंट NGOs इसमें एक्टिवली पार्टिसिपेट कर रही। मोस्टली NGOs और कम्युनिटी बेस्ड ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस दे आर हेल्ड बाय, जैसे मैंने आपको बताया कि कम्युनिटी कंट्रीब्यूशंस होती हैं, इंटरनेशनल एंड लोकल डोनर्स इन्वॉल्व होते हैं और गवर्नमेंट फंडिंग होती है। जाहिर बात है पैसा होता है तो पैसा लगाया जाता है। और डेवलपमेंट सेक्टर में, जैसे मैंने पहले लेक्चर में बताया था और इस लेक्चर में दोबारा बता रहा हूँ, कि डेवलपमेंट सेक्टर में पैसा लगाया जाता है फॉर द बेटरमेंट ऑफ द सोसाइटी, फॉर द बेटरमेंट ऑफ the welfare of the society and for the welfare of the society. Non-profit organizations has become increasingly involved in helping poor in community-based initiatives for social and economic development के लिए, and to help to improve the quality standard of life and help alleviate poverty, which is a menace to the society, जो कि हम लोगों ने डिस्कस किया कि ये एनजीओ सेक्टर, एनपीओ सेक्टर, जिसके अंदर एनजीओज भी फॉल करती है, कम्युनिटी बेस्ड ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस भी फॉल करती हैं, ये वो सारी ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस हैं जो कि क्वालिटी ऑफ लाइफ को, हेल्थ सर्विसेज को और एजुकेशन को फराहम करें और पॉवर्टी को इस मुल्क से ख़त्म करें. स्पिरिट, फिर इस्लाम का जिक्र हुआ कि रिलीजन इस्लाम में स्पिरिट ऑफ वॉलंटरिज्म एंड फिलैंथ्रोपी in the people of Pakistan, especially जो कि इस्लाम यहाँ पे ज़्यादा प्रिवेल कर रहा है, तो stems from religious impulses. अगर आप the concept of zakat देखें, the concept of zakat and other mechanisms outlined in the Islamic teachings, help the poor by devoting resources, by providing them resources to them, by providing them the incentives that to get a job, to get themselves skilled, so that they help their family, वो अपने बच्चों के लिए काम करें, अपनी फैमिली के लिए काम करें और लोगों को स्किल ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा फराहम किया जाए. इन द ईयर 2000, जैसे मैंने आपको बताया कि आगा खान डेवलपमेंट नेटवर्क AKRDN, they have estimated that 1.6 billion hours of time of the Pakistani people worked for the philanthropic activities in 1998, and it increased in 2005. Then history of philanthropy और voluntary activities का जिक्र हुआ कि इन activities का, इन histories का जो इस history का ताल्लुक जो है वो early recorded history से है within the geographical boundaries पाकिस्तान में, और religion was at that point of time as considered as the most driving force behind this whole phenomena of philanthropic initiative and activities. Hinduism, Buddhist, Islam, Christianity and Sikhism, these all religions has provided strong basis and spiritual motivation to cater the needs of poor, sick, needy, underprivileged in the society. जो हिंदुइज्म है, बुद्धिस्ट है, जैसे मैंने आपको बताया, इस्लाम है, क्रिश्चियनिटी है, सिखिज्म है, इन सब के अंदर सोशल वेलफेयर के ऊपर स्ट्रॉन्ग टीचिंग्स हैं, स्ट्रॉन्ग मेथड्स बताए गए हैं और स्ट्रॉन्ग बेसिस दी गई हैं और स्पिरिचुअल मोटिवेशन दी गई है कि किस तरीके से आपने किसी गरीब की इमदाद करनी है, किसी बीमार की अयादत करनी है, उसको ठीक करना है और प्लस आपने कम्युनिटी को किस तरह डेवलप करना है. सोशल कल्चर प्रैक्टिसेस की बात हुई, जॉइंट फैमिली सिस्टम की, कम्युनिटी लिविंग की, दे आर कंड्यूसिव टू द फिलैंथ्रोपिक एक्टिविटीज. Then we have discussed about some early examples of philanthropic initiatives and organizations. Dominantly religious institutions such as stupas, Buddhist worship place, temples, monasteries, ashram, khankas, gurdwaras, they all served for undertaking charity. ये सारे charity इकट्ठा करते थे और social welfare activities में actively involved. In 1711, ये तो कहानी थी 711 ईस्वी से पहले की, लेकिन फिर मैंने जैसे आपको बताया कि 711 ईस्वी में जब मुसलमान फतहयाब हुए इंडो पाक सब कॉन्टिनेंट में, तो they came up with two other schools. One is madrasa, other one was mosque, and these two schools were initiated and they Islamic religious schools were there and they began their role to play in community development and social welfare activities. आज भी आप देखते हैं कि मदरसास में, जैसे मैंने आपको बताया कि मदरसास में और ये मॉस्क के अंदर चंदा इकट्ठा किया जाता है गुरवा के लिए, जैसे सैलाब ज़दा लोगों के लिए और इंटरनेट डिस्प्लेस पीपल के लिए. 15वीं सेंचुरी में लार्ज number of Christian missionaries, they came to the subcontinent and these missionaries they started Western education system and provided healthcare facilities to the people. And then there was a colonial time colonial period to 1947. It was मैंने बताया जैसा कि it is characterized by institutionalization of philanthropic and voluntary activities in the South Asia. Activities were based on social delivery. In pre-colonial time से पहले इंडिविजुअल लेवल पे आपको ये चीज एक्टिविटीज नजर आती थी, लेकिन जैसे कॉलोनियल टाइम की बात की जाती है तो उसके अंदर इंस्टीट्यूशनलाइजेशन पे जोर दिया गया. राजा रोमन रॉय इन 1830 ही केम अप विद द अप्रोच ऑफ ब्राह्मो सभा. द फर्स्ट एसोसिएशन ऑफ इट्स काइंड वर्कड ऑन द सोशल reform according to NGO Resource Center in 1999 in Karachi. British rule, they initiated institutionalization of voluntary organizations. Various laws were introduced. वैसे तो ब्रिटिशर्स ने काम इसलिए किया था so that to have again जैसे मैंने आपको बताया to have a check on these organizations कि किसी और एक्टिविटीज में इन्वॉल्व ना हो और philanthropists को encourage किया जाए so that society को benefit. Then we have discussed about the laws pertaining to कि जी हम लोगों की Societies Registration Act in 1860 का क़याम हुआ, Religious Endowment Act in 1863 और Trust Act in 1882. These acts were introduced in recognition of the philanthropic nature of the South Asia. और organizations emerged as Anjuman-e-Himayat-e-Islam, National Mohammedan Association, Dayal Singh Trust, and they were there to provide education on modern secular lines. फिर एग्जाम्पल दी गई आपको नादिर शाह एतलजी, जिन शवाजी, who established the NED Engineering College through Parsi funding, and it has now become NED University of Engineering and Technology. अगर आपको एक और एग्जाम्पल दूं, हकीम सईद की मकतबा की उन्होंने जिस वक्त स्टार्ट लिया बैक इन 80s में, तो वो एक बहुत छोटे लेवल से उन्होंने स्टार्ट लिया 2 कमरों से और उसको खुद झाड़ू लगाते थे. और जब वो आपने देखा कि हमदर्द यूनिवर्सिटी, अब आप पूरा देख लें, हमदर्द यूनिवर्सिटी इज वन पोर्टफोलियो ऑफ हमदर्द एंड हमदर्द दवाखाना इज अनदर पोर्टफोलियो ऑफ इट. देन दिस वाज स्टार्टेड बाय हकीम सईद एट दैट पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम. और अगर आप तारीख में देखें पस मंजर में कि मेडिकल हॉस्पिटल्स एंड कॉलेजेस वर आल्सो एस्टैब्लिश्ड बाय गंगाराम ट्रस्ट. और फिर बात की 1956 की, जिसमें नेशनल काउंसिल फॉर सोशल वेलफेयर हैज बीन फॉर्म्ड to finance and fund non-profit organizations. Voluntary service organizations बहुत सारी इमर्ज हुई और एक एक्ट उनका रजिस्ट्रेशन का ऑर्डिनेंस का फाइनल हुआ 1961 में. 1970 की दिहाई में क्योंकि 3 मार्शल 2 मार्शल लग चुके थे और तीसरा मार्शल 1970s में लगा, तो उसमें आप देखें कि डेमोक्रेटिक ईयर ने विटनेस किया कि कंफ्लिक्टिंग इंटरेस्ट है, कंफ्लिक्टिंग डेवलपमेंट है रिगार्डिंग द स्कोप एंड प्रोस्पेक्ट ऑफ नॉन प्रॉफिट सेक्टर इन पाकिस्तान. अकॉर्डिंग टू NGO Resource Center in 1999, ट्रेड यूनियंस इमर्ज इन 1970 और मैनी अदर एडवोकेसी ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस. और साथ साथ बात हुई ईदी ट्रस्ट की. 1951 में ईदी ट्रस्ट बना, ईदी फाउंडेशन की जिक्र हुआ, आगा खान रूरल सपोर्ट प्रोग्राम का जिक्र हुआ. दीज ऑल एक्टिविटीज वर इनिशिएटेड एंड 1980s में आपने देखा, 1990s में देखा वाटर एंड सैनिटेशन फैसिलिटी इन औरंगी, जो कि अर्बन स्लम्स ऑफ कराची है, वहां पे औरंगी पायलट प्रोजेक्ट स्टार्ट किया गया जो कि वाटर और सैनिटेशन फैसिलिटीज फराहम करता था टूवर्ड्स द अर्बन स्लम्स ऑफ कराची. पानी का बहुत बड़ा मसला कराची के अंदर है, ऑल्दो वाटर सी इज ओवर देयर, लेकिन स्टिल द क्लीन वाटर फैसिलिटी वाज एन इशू. और औरंगी पायलट प्रोजेक्ट को इनिशिएट किया गया. ईदी की बात आपके साथ की conclude करता जाऊं. ईदी ट्रस्ट established in 1951 and it is the biggest ambulance system, non-profit ambulance system. और ईदी फाउंडेशन, it emerged as a legendary social welfare organization. और डॉक्टर और अब्दुल सत्तार ईदी साहब जो हैं along with his family members, उनकी वाइफ, उनके बच्चे सोशल वर्क में काम कर रहे हैं. हेल्थ केयर फैसिलिटीज के अंदर ऐसे लोग जो कि मतलब जिनका घर का पता नहीं है या जो बेरोजगार हैं या जो लावारिस हैं, उन सब के लिए जॉब्स देना और उन लावारिस लोगों की ग्रेवयार्ड सर्विसेज तक उनको फैसिलिटी देना, प्रिजनर्स एड और रेफ्यूजीज को सर्विसेज देना, ये भी ईदी फाउंडेशन का असाजात है और ईदी फाउंडेशन इस पे भी काम कर रहा है. मॉडल अगर AKRSP का देखा जाए, गवर्नमेंट एस्टेब्लिश रूरल सपोर्ट प्रोग्राम्स एंड ऑन द मॉडल ऑफ AKRSP, और दे प्रोवाइडेड एंडोमेंट फंड. to these programs through small networks and community-based organizations. After the Afghan War, जब आप देखते हैं कि 1989-90 के बाद अफगान वॉर का जब ख़त्म होती है और चूँकि अफगानिस्तान ने बहुत ज़्यादा इस चीज़ पे लड़ाई रही, तो बहुत ज़्यादा इन्फ्लक्स हुआ रेफ्यूजीज़ का टूवर्ड्स पाकिस्तान, विच वॉज अगेन एन इशू टू हैंडल. More than 19 lakh Afghan refugees, they came in Pakistan, and they resettled themselves in Pakistan, and at that point of time, providing them emergency relief was a big issue. Many non-government organizations, they stepped in, and they established their headquarters in various areas of Pakistan, according to an NGO Resource Center in 1999, and few of them, जिसमें Human Rights Commission of Pakistan है, Women Action Forum है, Pakistan Institute of Labor Education and Research है, they started their work. So Human Rights Commission has started their work, और Women Action Forum ने अपना काम शुरू किया, पाकिस्तान इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ लेबर एजुकेशन एंड रिसर्च ने काम शुरू किया. 1990 में गवर्नमेंट स्टार्टेड फंडिंग नॉन गवर्नमेंट ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस और सोशल एक्शन प्रोग्राम को इनिशिएट किया गया. एस्टेब्लिशमेंट एक ऑफ ट्रस्ट हुआ फॉर वॉलंटरी ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस. पॉवर्टी एलिविएशन फंड वाज एस्टैब्लिश इन 1990s. और नाउ अगर आप देखें तो एनपीओ की एक्टिविटीज, जो नॉन प्रॉफिट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन की एक्टिविटीज और ऑब्जेक्टिव्स आर वेरी मच डाइवर्सिफाइड, जिसमें मैंने 4 इंपॉर्टेंट ऑब्जेक्टिव्स का जिक्र किया, जिसमें सोशल वेलफेयर इज द टॉप मोस्ट ऑब्जेक्टिव ऑफ एनपीओ, देन इज रिहेबिलिटेशन, social service provisions, social development, advocacy, child care, community development, SARC human resource development, SC-UK का चाइल्ड अब्यूज चाइल्ड लेबर पे काम करना, सैशे एनजीओ का डाउरी पे काम करना, पढ़ा लिखा पंजाब गवर्नमेंट का इनिशिएटिव, एसिड बर्न केसेस का सिंध में इन पे काम करना, वुमेन राइट्स पे काम करना, गांधी का अगर आप एग्जांपल लें इन द हिस्ट्री तो लेबर लॉस पे काम कर, इस तरह की भी एनपीओज हैं जो कि लेबर लॉस पे काम करते हैं. गांधी ने भी लेबर लॉस पे काम किया. हार्ट फाइल एनजीओ नॉन कम्युनिकेबल डिजीजेस पे काम करना, न्यू लाइट एनजीओ जो कि एड्स के विक्टिम्स पे काम कर रहे हैं, Gahi Trust, Action Against Hunger, Sashe. There are so many NGOs, non-profit organization, trust, Sughra Shafi Trust. They are all working for non-profit sector organization activities, issues. और इसमें जो इम्पोर्टेंट चीज़ मैं कंक्लूड करता जाऊँ कि ये सिर्फ रिस्ट्रिक्ट नहीं है एनपीओ की. अगर आप तारीख के पस मंजर या तारीख के आईने में देखें तो ये रिस्ट्रिक्ट नहीं है टूवर्ड्स वन रिलीजन, इट इज़ फॉर एवरी रिलीजन. और इसमें अगर आप हर रिलीजन ने इसमें काम किया है और काम कर रहे हैं. लाइक आई टॉक अबाउट क्रिश्चियनिटी, talk to you about Sikhism, talk to you about Islam, talk to you about Buddhist. They all worked in it. और एज फार एज पाकिस्तान के अगर आप देखें तो पाकिस्तान के अंदर भी इन राइट्स पे, सोशल राइट्स पे, अंडर प्रिविलेज पे काम हो रहा है. पॉवर्टी एलिविएशन फंड इज वर्किंग, सोशल पॉलिसी डेवलपमेंट जो SDPI है that is working too. Then there are other organizations too जिनको गाह बगा हम लोग डिस्कस करेंगे. ईदी ट्रस्ट का जिक्र किया कि जी इट इज़ वन ऑफ द बिगेस्ट एम्बुलेंस सिस्टम इन पाकिस्तान. इट वाज एस्टैब्लिश्ड इन 1951 to provide support to the needy. Women rights के ऊपर there are various NGOs. So there are various local organizations and there are various international organizations who have got headquartered in Pakistan, and we have already told you that I have already told you that it started from a very small scale and then एक छोटी सी जगह से they have emerged and they have went to such a large scale. और अगर मैं ये कहूँ कि जी मेरा विजन ये है कि मैं गुर्बत को ख़त्म कर दूंगा पूरे पाकिस्तान से, तो इट इज़ इम्पॉसिबल अनलेस अनटिल आई हैव गॉट स्ट्रेटजी विद इट. अब मैं कहूँ कि जी मैं एक छोटे इलाके से गुर्बत ख़त्म कर दूंगा या अंडर प्रिविलेज को प्रिविलेज कर दूंगा या मैं लिटरेसी रेट को इन्हांस कर दूंगा या कम्युनिटी को डेवलप कर दूंगा या वुमेन राइट्स पे काम करूँ. अगेन इट डिपेंड्स अपॉन कि एनपीओ जिसमें मैं काम कर रहा हूँ या जिसमें आप लोग काम कर रहे हैं उनकी एक्टिविटीज़ क्या हैं, उनकी ऑब्जेक्टिव्स क्या हैं. ये जानना बहुत ज़रूरी था कि एनपीओ की मेजर डायमेंशंस को, इनकी डेफिनेशंस को, इन एक्टिविटीज़ को समझने से पहले ये जानना बहुत ज़रूरी था कि एनपीओ की हिस्ट्री क्या है. और आपने देखा कि एनपीओ की हिस्ट्री ज़माने कदीम से लेके अब रिसेंट टाइम्स तक आती है। और ज़माने कदीम में अगर आप देखें तो वो सारे रिलीजन्स हैं, और उसके बाद 711 ईस्वी का जिक्र हुआ जिसमें मुस्लिम्स हैव इन्वेडेड इंडो पाक सब कॉन्टिनेंट, और उसके अंदर दे हैव क्रिएटेड मदरसाज एंड मॉस्क। Then in 15th century, Christian missionaries, they came to the subcontinent and they have worked on it. Then there was a time till 1947, Mohammedan Association, Anjuman Himayat Islam, then Dayal Singh Trust, they were introduced. And in 1950s, 51 में ED Trust was established. And then 1956 में National Council for Social Welfare, who started funding to NGOs. Then in 1961 an ordinance was passed जिसमें voluntary social welfare agencies registration and control ordinance ये develop हुआ और it was passed. Then in 1970s democratic years, they have witnessed that conflicting developments were witnessed with regard to the scope and prospects of non-profit sector in Pakistan. According to NGO Resource Center in 1999, trade unions, they are also NPOs, they emerged in 1970, and many other advocacy organizations. तो आपने देखा कि यहाँ पे हिस्ट्री के अंदर और हिस्ट्री से लेके आज तक के टाइम के अंदर बहुत सी ऐसी ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस हैं, बहुत से ऐसे इदारे हैं, ट्रस्ट्स हैं, चैरिटेबल ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस हैं जो कि एनपीओ की कैटेगरी में फॉल करती हैं। और अगर वो फॉल करती हैं तो उनका लिंक उन पास जितनी भी हिस्टोरिकल ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस गुजर गई हैं जिन्होंने हिस्ट्री में काम किया उनसे भी जुड़ता है। उन्हीं की लाइन्स पे, उन्हीं के स्टैंडर्ड्स पे वो लोग काम कर रहे हैं, बस लिटिल इंप्रूवमेंट्स के साथ। अगर आप देखें तो ग्रेवयार्ड सर्विसेज भी एनपीओ का ऑब्जेक्टिव है, प्रिजनर्स एड एंड रेफ्यूजी सर्विस भी एनपीओ का ऑब्जेक्टिव है, वुमेन राइट्स पे भी एनपीओ काम कर रही है, एसिड बर्न केसेस आर आल्सो देयर। Gandhi, who worked in 1917 from 1917 to 1920 on labor laws, labor पे जी उन पे he worked. Then again it was a work of and it was NPO nature of philanthropic activities. Sachet NGOs there. Padha Likha Punjab. Mother Teresa, she worked in India, in Calcutta, and she worked for philanthropic activities. Agahi Trust, if you talk about Diana, then Agahi, साथ मैं ये भी बताना चाहूँ, Diana also worked for philanthropic, Lady Diana also worked for the philanthropic activities. If you talk about other, in Pakistan, Imran Khan also worked on the Shaukat Khan Memorial Trust and Hospital, and they are working on the cancer, which is again a menace to the society, and it is not easily curable. So, there are various organizations who have worked, and we have got history of NPO in front of us. We have known that without it, without history of anything, we won't be able to go further in order to understand what is basic definition of non-profit organization. So what are NGOs, what are community-based organizations, what are voluntary activities, what are various types of NGOs. So it is very important to understand the history before and then go further. यहाँ तक तो था हमारा आज का लेक्चर नंबर 2, जिसमें हम लोगों ने एनपीओ की हिस्ट्री का जिक्र किया। आई होप कि आपको जो मैंने नॉन प्रॉफिट ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस की हिस्ट्री बताई वो आपको अंडरस्टैंडिंग होगी। और हम लोग अपना नेक्स्ट लेक्चर जो है वो एनपीओ के कॉन्सेप्ट्स के बारे में करेंगे, डेफिनेशन क्या है इसकी, एनजीओस कौन कौन सी हैं, और उस वक्त तक थी। अल्लाह हाफिज़।